So this is the newest addition to our garage, guys. 2018 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 Redline Edition. What's up, guys? Nick Nakai here, Let's Drift Media. Thank you for coming back to the channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome on in. So just want to kind of give a little tour around the newest pickup. Had this truck now for almost a month, probably put like 1,000 miles on it, but haven't made time to make a video, so figured I'd come out here in the desert and make a little walk around video, show you guys what's up with this truck. Maybe someone's interested in picking one up, kind of get a closer look. So first off, I gotta say, I freaking love this truck. This body style came out when I was working at the GMC Buick dealership as a mechanic, and I would pull these trucks into the shop and just be like in awe. Like, this truck looks so good. The interior is just super fancy looking, and it's pretty crazy that this truck that I've been wanting forever finally accomplished that and was able to get one for myself. So yeah, super happy to finally have one of my own, have a 4x4 vehicle capable of going a little bit off-roading and also going to Home Depot every now and then, using the bed of the truck, no longer having to borrow a truck from the homies, as well as being able to tow the drift car. So once I get that turbo up and running, probably just be towing it to the track and stop driving the drift car to the track. So it's nice to have a truck finally. This is my first truck I've ever had, and it is a fancy one. So I'll just go ahead and do a walk around. I'm not sure if the previous owner changed up the grille and the headlights, because as far as other models I've seen, this black trim on the bumper or the grille and the headlights matches the vehicle, but I kind of like how this looks with the blacked out front. Some red little tow hitch points. It's got a nice little double scoop in the hood, or whatever you want to call that. Looks kind of sporty. It's got the LED trim for the daytime running lights, as well as the HID headlight bulbs, which are super bright. LED fog lights. Has front parking sensors for those of you who don't know how to drive or park. Comes in pretty handy actually when you're pulling into a tight spot to see exactly how close you can get, since this thing's somewhat long. It's a little different parking a truck than a car itself. I believe it just has a leveling kit. Pretty sure it's stock height though. The rear looks stock height, but the front, pretty sure they put a leveling kit on. It's got some 17-inch aftermarket wheels. Not too sure what brand these are. See, this one's a little bit better lit up, but I dig them. For now, I probably won't change them because wheels and tires are expensive. I just put these tires on. These are Kenda Clever RTs, size 35 by 12.5, R17. Pretty good looking tire in my opinion. Not really a big fan of this sidewall pattern they got going on, but these tires are nice. They're pretty inexpensive for off-road tires. I believe these ones were like total mounted, I ended up spending $1,400 around that on these, which is expensive, but for truck tires, if you guys know, they get really expensive. I was like, God damn. But so far I like these. The road noise is pretty good. It doesn't have that annoying when you're driving on the road. I do hear though, once you hit like 20,000 miles on these tires, they actually get a little bit noisy, but we'll see. For right now, they're good. I took it on a little trail the other day called Desert Front. It was right off the 15 freeway. A little beginner trail, but handled fine. Didn't really have any problem getting traction, but again, it was a beginner trail. The mirrors, they got the black trim as well, I believe was swapped out. This one does have a crack in it, and this trim is broken, but I have different ones that I'm going to put on there, or the same ones, just better condition than these are. The black door trim. Just a good looking truck, guys. stock exhaust. It has a nice sound to it, nothing too aggressive, not too loud. Looks like they debadge the Silverado and the LTZ logos off it. Wrap the Chevy logo or replace this one with a black one. Has a backup camera, which is nice, comes in handy, as well as the remote lock for the hitch, the tailgate, which is pretty nice. The bed is already lined, which is super nice, not having to worry about scratching up the bed paint. Kind of just throw stuff in there. This is the standard 5.5 foot bed, so not really a huge bed if you think about it, but for what I do, or when I do need a truck, I'm really not putting that big of objects in here. Maybe just some 2x4s or wood from Home Depot or some equipment, stuff like that. So for me, it's plenty. And yeah, I feel like that about sums it up for the exterior. Go ahead and check out the inside. So starting on the driver's side, you can see we have our presets for the memory seats, child lock, window controls, of course. Only the driver front window is auto, which is kind of silly in my opinion. I feel like they should have all been auto, but that's fine. It has the mirror controls as well as the hideaway function when you're parking in those tight spots. Coming over here, we have our trailer brake controller, our 4x4 switch. It has auto mode, which is kind of cool if you just want to let the truck do its thing, but I usually just leave it in 2. Now the light controls, the dash dimming cluster controls, which I dim it down because the dash and the radio head unit screen are super bright. Driving at night, it's a little ridiculous. It's kind of cool for different height drivers, stuff like that. It has the control to move up and down the gas pedals and the brake pedal, so that's kind of cool. I bought this little chipset, I guess you can call it. These trucks with the 5.3s are known to have lifter failure, which is actually caused, they say, by the active fuel management, where it deactivates 4 cylinders and turns it into a V4 when you're going downhill and stuff to save gas, which is a pretty flawed design. So what this chip does is it basically just keeps it in V8 mode all the time. So I'm hoping I won't have any lifter failure. I mean, the truck has about 100,000 miles right now, so far so good, knock on wood, but hopefully that prevents having any issues. Full leather seats, all the seat controls, of course, lumbar support, height. Has a lot of adjustments. Coming into the vehicle, you have all our fancy steering wheel controls, hands-free phone calls, navigate through the menus. Even has a heated steering wheel, which is pretty nice. Coming to the cluster right here. I just really like the design. The interior and the exterior design of this body style has got to be my favorite for Silverados. Coming over here, we have our heated seats as well as our vented seats, which is pretty fancy. Never had ventilated seats before. This one has the dual climate control, so the passenger can have their own temp, or the driver. The head unit's pretty nice. It does have Apple CarPlay, but you need to be plugged in USB. Coming to the center console, you can see nice storage area. You got USB ports right here, or power port, USB right here. Here are some more controls. Not all of them are going to have all of these, but since this one's kind of fully loaded, got the pedal height control, traction control, cargo light, park assist, lane departure assist in case you're falling asleep and not staying in your lane. It'll kind of correct you, or if you change lanes without signaling, it'll correct you, and downhill assist. Passenger seat as well has all the controls for the same as the driver's seat, which is pretty fancy. Here we got 2 glove boxes, decent room. Bose audio, which sounds really good. It is kind of hot in here. Has a wireless charger, which is kind of cool, but if you have an iPhone 13 Pro Max or anything Pro Max, it doesn't fit. Sometimes it'll grab and charge, most of the time it doesn't, so I don't even bother using that. I feel like maybe they should have put it right there, but yeah, I thought that was kind of annoying. Nice big center console with more outlets right here, 2 USB and a cigarette lighter. And just a very deep console. I really like this. I mean, if you want to like maybe store a firearm or something in there, it's perfect for that. I personally just put my backpack in there instead of just throwing it around. Got sunroof and the remote back window. So, like I said, fully loaded, it has so many features, it's just kind of crazy. Especially for a truck. This thing is like fancier than my Lexus. And lately I haven't even been driving the hybrid, even though this thing gets like 14 miles to the gallon. But I really just like driving this thing. It rides super smooth. And I like just riding in this thing. It's just very nice, guys. Being the crew cab, I do like how it has this cutout for tall people. But there is plenty of room back here. If someone's like maybe 6 foot tall, they can sit back here comfortably compared to a non-crew cab truck or even a small compact car. This is just pretty roomy back here. Not really much going on in the back seats. A lot of cup holders though, I will say. There's a lot of cup holders in this vehicle. I think there's more in here. Some cup of noodles for later, for that midnight snack at work. And yeah, it has some nice under storage under the seats, which is pretty nice if you want to keep miscellaneous stuff. I just have some ratchet tie downs, towel and an extra sweater, a rope. But it's a nice little compartment, decently roomy, enough to store some stuff and not have to worry about it flying around when you're driving. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. Go ahead and start it so you guys can hear the sound of it. $107,000 miles. Whoever had this before me was driving. I guess I'll show you under the hood real quick. 5.3, nothing crazy. They already put a short ram intake on it, or cold air intake, whatever you want to call it. I do have an oil catch can that I will be installing, so I'll do another video on that. It's a little dusty, but overall pretty good. There's no leaks or anything like that going on in here. Hopefully it continues to be a strong motor for me, considering I'm making payments on this thing. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. Just kind of want to do a walk around, show you guys the truck inside and out. Maybe someone's looking to pick one of these up, even though there's a million other YouTube videos on this, but figured I'd do my own. So that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!